I didn't wash my hair this morning because I was like, I ain't got to see anybody. I ain't got shit to do. And then literally got out of the shower and was like, fuck. Oh, wait, I do.
God damn!
I asked the girl at work, I said, does this look stupid? Because I put it, it wasn't a ponytail, and then I threw it up into this bun, and I said, does this look stupid? And she said, it looks elegant. And I was like, I'm a classy bitch.
It does look elegant when you walked in. I was like, damn, you look good.
It's
No big
dirty.
No big deal. You just mastered that fucking mom bun.
No big fucking deal.
I had to rush shower before we recorded. But I didn't need to, honestly. My hair was fine. It would have been fine.
Why did you shower?
Oh, because I just felt gross, you know?
Oh, did you not shower earlier?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, exactly. I haven't showered yet today.
Yeah,
so,
that makes
I'm
sense.
going to see you, which is another human being. So, should shower.
I smell like days old, you know?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I showered. I just didn't wash my hair.
Yeah,
And then-
you're not gross.
Yeah.
We know I'm the gross one.
yeah, we are well aware.
Oh, Lord, baby.
Oh, Lord.
Oh, Lord. Get that coffee in your body. Remember how I yelled at you?
I do.
That was aggressive.
I do remember
How's it
that.
going?
It's really good. This thing's gonna break again. God damn it.
Everything in here is hanging on by a thread. We need to
a
dedicate some time. Get some shit done around here. My hair is sticky, which feels nice in this hot shed, but
But yeah, not on your fingers.
questionable.
Yeah, my fucking self feels sticky.
Mm-hmm.
These pants aren't.
Yeah, we're gonna blow through this so you don't have to sit in this hot ass shed forever.
I appreciate that.
Not too many tangents this time.
Okay.
Hi, everybody.
Hi, guys.
Welcome to episode 420. Oh, it's not 400. I might have named it 400.
That's weird.
It's 200. I got dyslexia.
Yeah.
243?
Yeah.
Anyway,
400.
could you imagine? Do you think someday we'll actually be at 400 ever?
Yeah, probably. We're
Sure.
almost at 300.
That's true. It's only 100
know?
more. That's just a drop in the bucket at
Yeah.
this point.
I like to think that someone was listening and they were like, holy shit, 400. Did I skip 300 episodes?
They're like, a whole back catalog? What am I doing with my life? No, I'm just dumb.
Oh, it's okay.
Yeah.
We
Oh,
all
it's
are.
okay.
At least you're pretty.
Yeah, sometimes.
I mean, right now, you're doing great.
Thanks. So, what's your goddamn, Erin?
My goddamn is that we are pre-recording to get the fuck out of here for a family vacation
In Hawaii. We're
And
gonna
I'm
be
so fucking excited.
oceanside
Oceanside
with a drink in hand,
with a drink in hand
in my mouth.
in Hawaii. And I am so fucking excited. We're taking both families
Together.
yours and mine, all of the children.
What if
and
they
the
hate each other? What if the
husbands.
kids are like, I'm fucking done?
That's
you know-
fine. We're always done after vacations. You
They're
know how
not-
everyone's
yeah.
like, can we just take a fucking weekend? And you're like, yeah, we can.
Yeah, we can do whatever. Yeah, but do you remember growing up and your family friends, and after 2 days, you'd be like, I don't want to fucking hang out anymore?
Yeah.
Why do we have to go to their house every weekend?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I wonder if that's gonna happen to our kids.
Mm,
Probably, but whatever.
I didn't have that. I
Oh.
had it to where it was like, oh, yay, that's fun. But I was always excited to see all the kids.
We used to go all the time to a friend's house, and it was always a blast. I fucking loved it. But I do remember a few times being like, can we stay home one day?
Can we not fucking do
I
that?
just want to be home.
Yeah. I mean, they might hate each other, but also they're fucking...
They're gonna be so
They
distracted.
are living the goddamn dream, let me tell you.
I got them Five Nights at Freddy's or whatever, that video game for the Switch.
Oh.
So hope you're okay with that.
I don't even know what it is.
Your son was wearing the sweater.
Oh, good.
That's why I got it. I was like, we're going to fucking play this in Hawaii all together.
He has no idea what it is. He
It's
was
scary.
donated that sweater.
It's scary.
And he was like, this is Chicky, this is Freddy. And I was like, sure, maybe.
I actually don't know how scary it is. I've only seen it on YouTube videos, but I'll let you know. I'll pre-play it and let you know.
Thanks. I appreciate that. You can just hide that if it's inappropriate. Who am I kidding? We'll play it.
I
It's
know. Are
fine.
you kidding? No way. My kids are probably still going to play it.
Yeah.
Because I'm fucking psycho and the worst parent ever. And I'm just like, fuck it. Do you want to see this?
Yeah. My kids were playing that Huggy Wuggy for a while. And
Oh, that's
Kissy
what they
Missy or
want to play.
something.
That's what my kid wants to play, but I don't think it's for the Switch. Is it?
I don't know. I don't know anything about a video game. He wants
It's
to play it in
Poppy's
real
playtime.
life.
Yeah.
And he wants to run around and chase people and then hug them or kiss them or whatever.
Oh.
That's what the monster does. I have no fucking idea. And I'm like, hey man, consent. You can't do
Yeah,
that.
stop that shit.
Yeah.
Actually, Poppy's Playtime or some shit, I think is what it's called. And my fucking kids love it. If we're drawing on sidewalk chalk or whatever, they're like, draw Huggy Wuggy.
You're like,
It just looks like a deranged Cookie Monster.
Yeah, kind of. Like with like a weird shaped head and a skinny neck.
But I want to play it.
I mean, live your dream. I've got too many games to play right now.
Yeah. I
Also,
don't.
someone made us, I'm sorry, I don't remember who it was, but I'm going to go look.
Yeah.
Someone made us a Minecraft server.
Yeah. I saw that. Why aren't we playing that right now?
I don't fucking know. I screenshot it because I was like, I'm going to fucking get in on that, obviously.
Yeah.
And I haven't been on it yet because fucking life got in the way. And also, I think I need a PlayStation, like, whatever
account.
You
have one, though, because we've done it. Or Brandon
like
has
6 years ago we did it.
Yeah,
I
I know.
pay for it yearly.
Does it cost?
Yeah, it's like it's
fucking
expensive. Oh, what is that? Money? That's on automatic.
It's probably a fucking $2 charge
it's like
yearly.
$100 or something.
No.
It's between 60 and fucking 150.
No fucking way.
Guaranteed.
I wonder if we still
Pretty
have
sure.
it.
You probably do. It's probably an automatic fucking renewal.
It probably is, along with some stupid app.
So then
for
we
the
never
kids.
play it because I never play anything online. Like everything that I do is campaign or whatever, like story mode, stuff like that. And so I don't have it. But I am willing to buy it for a Minecraft server.
Hell yeah.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Just know that in your hearts of hearts, I'm coming.
Can't you also
Eventually.
just get it on PC and play on PC?
I'm going to buy the whole fucking game again?
It's probably like $19.
It is $60.
For the game on PC?
Games are $60.
No way. Minecraft?
Jesus Christ, Stacey. It's like you grew up in the 80s and then never graduated prices.
I'm telling you, it's a problem in my life.
You're
where
like-
I go grocery shopping and
you're
I
like my
don't
dad.
pay
You're like, why
attention.
isn't the milk $2.10 anymore?
Exactly. Like if I go shop, I hate shopping for clothes now because I'll go look at a shirt and I'm like, oh, what's this? Like $7? And
it's like
fucking
25.
20. Yeah, and I'm like, Jesus Christ, for a t-shirt? I don't want it that bad.
Yeah.
And then I don't buy myself clothes. That's why I'm wearing, literally, I would like to say this is a free shirt that I'm wearing right now, but it's actually a shirt that Lee bought me for the San Diego Loyals soccer team.
Yeah.
And if I wear it anywhere, I'm so afraid people are going to like start asking me soccer questions. Like, I don't fucking know. I've been to a couple Loyal games. My husband's got season tickets. Go talk to that man. I have no fucking idea. My kid takes my seat all the time. I don't want to go sit in the sun.
I get it. I get
Fucking
it.
soccer is the worst to watch. Sorry, football. For everybody else, everybody's going to hate this. But it is so fucking boring.
No, it's really boring. Brandon hates it. He
Oh my
likes to
God.
play it.
Yeah.
But he was like, no, it's
Then you have to
dumb.
run. I hate
it's
playing
so
it too.
slow.
My kids want to play it all the time in the backyard and they just fucking
Well, it's because
like,
you suck at it
talk
according to
shit.
your kid.
Oh, I fucking crush them. I go easy on their little shitheads. But I suck at it and it's not fun. It's running all the time. I don't do physical activity though.
It is literally just running. I played soccer for far too long.
Oh my God.
It's literally
I would
just running.
I would die.
And they were like, you're good at running. You be in the middle. And I was like, fuck.
I don't want to run more. God.
Why is this a punishment?
Oh.
Anyway, that was a really long tangent
For a
to my
goddamn.
goddamn. What's your goddamn?
My goddamn is also the same thing, but it's just so that I have also something to add to the mix. The other night I was laying in bed with my sweet little baby boy trying to help him get to sleep because that's what we do almost every night. And I used to always hate it. And I used to be like, oh, I wish he could just go to sleep on his own. And now I actually really cherish those like 10 minutes of like laying in the snugglies. Even last night, like he sat up, he was laying there and he couldn't go to sleep. You know, what'll happen is like I lay there for a little bit and then I'll tell him one more minute and he'll try really hard to fall asleep. And some nights it just ain't happening. Like he'll finally settle down, you know? Some nights it just ain't happening. But then he'll stay in his bed after that part, you know, like he had a snuggles.
Yeah.
So last night that was happening, and last night he like popped his little head up and he looked at me and I was just staring at him like, oh no, is he gonna rev up? You know?
Yeah.
And he just smiled and he goes, you're my best friend, mommy. And then gives me a kiss and lays back down. I went to sleep and I was like, this is why I fucking love this.
That's so sweet.
But that's not my goddamn. My goddamn was one of those nights when I was laying in bed with my sweet, dear little son, enjoying our little snuggles or whatever. For whatever fucking reason, he decided to launch his entire body at my face and he headbutted the fuck out of my mouth. And it was the corner of my mouth. And it like pushed my mouth over so that like my lip busted like my big teeth in the front. I instantly started crying, but I was like trying to stay quiet because he was asleep kind of when he did it, like in between sleepies, you know?
Oh, no.
And like moving around. And I
Yeah.
thought, like, Jesus Christ, did I just knock this kid out? Like, there's no way that didn't hurt. And he didn't fucking flinch or anything. So then I was like, oh, for sure he's been knocked out. Like, that fucking hurt. And it was
Oh,
bleeding. I
no.
could taste the blood. And I could just feel my lip getting bigger and bigger and bigger. And I'm laying there and I'm like, okay, he's like seconds away from falling asleep, but I really want to get up. But I just like held it all together and I was just had tears streaming down my face because it fucking hurt.
Oh my
Like,
God.
You know, as an adult, when shit hurts, you can't cry. Like, you can't be like, like,
Yeah.
there's no release. So you just sit there in your fucking pain. Like,
No, you are such a better person than I am.
what do you do? What would you do?
I would have thrown the child off
I
of me
almost did.
first,
Yeah.
first step, and then I would have yelled at them and be like, "What the fuck is your problem?" Probably with less aggressive words, but more like, "Hey, we can't do that. You really hurt me right now." You know, that kind of situation.
I didn't want to risk waking the kid up.
And then I fucking
Punch him back in the lip so he knows what's up.
Yeah, just fucking, I don't know. I hit stuff. When
I
I'm-
want
when
it. I
I'm
want
in pain,
to.
I hit stuff, but I hit like, like a chair.
Yeah.
I think about it enough where I'm like, ah,
Yeah.
darn it. You know?
Yeah, me too.
Like, what's not going to hurt me?
I also do that, but I wanted sleep more than I wanted to punch something in this moment.
Man, if you were crying, if tears were streaming down your face.
Yeah, it was bad. And then I finally like roll out from under him and sneak out, and I show Lee. My lip was so swollen, like I had a fat lip, and it was bruised. I don't even know if it's still bruised. This was a couple nights ago, but it was fucking bruised for days.
no.
If I lifted up my lip, it was just like a bruise, and it
Ow.
fucking hurt. Like if I were to like kind of
Yeah,
mush
at it.
Yeah, mush at it. It's like, ow, there's a bruise on my lip. Because I got fucking headbutted by a
I never
3-year-old.
even knew.
Yeah, I just let my life go. Just, you
That
know.
sucks. That's the worst. Or when it like fucking breaks the skin and then you get a kink or sore there. Cause, like,
I was thinking
obviously-
that's what was going to happen.
Yeah.
But it didn't. I didn't fuck with it, though, because I knew.
Yeah, lucky.
And then also the sore part was more in the outer lip than it was the inner lip.
Oh,
so I got
yeah.
lucky there.
Yeah. Well, goddamn.
But I'm so excited for Hawaii.
Hell yeah.
Okay, are you ready for me to tell you about my case this week?
Duh.
I'm going to tell you about Bonnie Garland.
All right, Bonnie.
So, Bonnie was born sometime. I did not write her date down.
Bonnie was born at a time.
At a time that I'm going to go ahead and do some rough math was probably in the 50s, mid 50s.
Okay, cool.
Okay. So she was born to well-off parents who worked very hard to provide a very nice lifestyle for their family.
Mm-hmm.
I guess they didn't have much growing up, and then they, went to Yale, and they got lots of money, and they were doing great.
Wow. Okay, good for them.
Yeah, but they had to work to get there. So as a child, Bonnie actually ended up living in Brazil with her family for some period of time. And there she learned the language, and she made tons of friends. So she was well-traveled.
Yes.
In 1971, she ended up moving back to the United States with her family, and they moved to Scarsdale, New York.
Okay.
Now, Bonnie absolutely loved music, and she had a talent for singing, and she was really popular and a well-liked person, and basically was like,
All around fucking great person.
exactly, like
Someone you wanted to
upper
know.
class.
Yeah.
In 1974, Bonnie, at the age of 17, was accepted to Yale University, which her dad went to Yale too. So, I think you have to know somebody or some shit to get in there.
Yeah, that's kind of culty.
It is a little culty, but especially in the 70s, that shit was like, damn, what are you, an intellectual?
I mean, it's real prestigious now, even, isn't it?
Yeah,
like-
but I think, again, it's still like, if you got money, you could buy your way in.
well, it's if you got money or if you know somebody or whatever. But yeah, in the 70s, it was more like fucking robes and shit. Like, whatever,
Yeah.
Black Dagger Society, or whatever they are.
You slam your book all at the same time. I don't know why, but it's then the masses have spoken.
Please excuse all of my ice noises.
It's fine. You're drinking your coffee. You're
It's so
staying
fucking
hydrated.
good.
Okay, so she's now going to Yale. She's 17. She's a freshman.
God damn.
It's at Yale that she meets a senior by the name of Richard Heron.
Okay. Heron, like a heron?
Yeah?
Like a bird?
Yeah.
Okay.
So, well, actually, I don't really know. Does
Heron.
it have an O in it?
Yeah.
No, this one has an I in it. Heron.
Heron. Oh, okay.
Heron.
Like Heron? Don't listen to me on how to pronounce
yeah,
names.
don't fuck it up. Don't fuck it up. Okay, so Richard had grown up super poor in East Los Angeles in the barrio.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and his whole family was so proud of him because he had gotten accepted to Yale.
Yeah.
He, again, worked his ass off to get there. It was at Yale that the pair met and they fell in love and entered into a romantic relationship. So Bonnie's parents noticed right away that her grades started to drop when she started dating Richard. So they didn't really particularly care for him. But Richard...
He's from the wrong side of the tracks, know what I mean?
Yeah, see what I'm saying?
Little East LA action.
Mm-hmm. Not about that life. Not my sweet little Bonnie.
Mm-hmm. But he's going to Yale. He's got to be a good kid, right?
Right? Like, he's
You
a
would
hard
fucking
worker.
think. Yeah.
So Richard actually could play guitar. And remember I said Bonnie loved music and loved to sing. So Bonnie would sing while he played guitar. And he would, like, sing back up to her. And it was just, like, the cutest little thing. And I guess when they first met, they were, like, all hanging out with fucking friends doing some, like, West Side Story shit and singing in the streets. I don't fucking know. But then the thing I read said that, like, Bonnie was singing and Richard joined in. And it was, like, fucking sparks. You know, like, they harmonized or some shit. And they were, like, instantly in love.
Uh-huh. Yeah. Okay, this sounds like a very classic 70s college campus situation.
Exactly.
Can you play Wonderwall?
And then a bird exploded out of a tree, just like in Shrek.
Yeah.
So he's singing back up to her and strumming the guitar. Mm-hmm. The couple basically become a unit with all of their friends. Like, if you're inviting Bonnie, Richard's coming. If you're inviting Richard, Bonnie's coming. It's like Bonnie and Richard. That's who they are.
Bonnie and Richard. Bonnie and Dick.
Yep. Bon and Dick.
Bon and Dick.
Uh-huh.
Bon Dyke.
So after Richard graduated from Yale, he decided that he was going to move to Texas to, like, study to get his master's and some shit. And Bonnie was like, yeah, I'm going to come with you. Like, we're so in love. I'm not going to just let you leave fucking
me.
Yeah, exactly. So she goes with him to Texas and, like, basically gives up her college career and lives with him for some time.
God damn.
I know.
As a parent, I'd be like, you know,
her parents were fucking like, not having it.
thanks for saving me $75,000 or whatever for your
Right?
last semester of college.
Right?
But also,
Can you just finish that?
yeah, we tried really hard to get you here.
Yeah, exactly. So that's basically what they kept doing. They kept pressuring her, like, hey, man, you need to come back and finish your college career. Like,
Yeah.
don't piss it all away on Richard.
Yeah.
At least do this for yourself.
Yeah, you don't know him.
And so Bonnie was really torn between, like, pleasing her parents and also she was in love with Richard, but she eventually decides, okay, I'm going to go back to Yale and finish out school.
Good for her.
Exactly. And they continue their long-distance relationship. Now, Bonnie, when she goes back to school, she throws herself all into it 100%, like getting really good grades. She joins, like, the school choir, which I didn't know. I don't know if this is, like, a known thing, because I'm also dumb when it comes to a lot of, like,
Extracurriculars?
or, like, pop culture things. But the club is called, like, the Glee Club
Oh, yeah.
at Yale, where they, like, sing.
Yeah, that
Is that
wasn't just a show. The show was
I
based
literally-
on, like, Glee clubs in school.
I've never seen an episode of Glee.
Oh, it's so good.
Is it? Everybody says it is. I've literally never seen a single episode.
It was good 10 years ago. If you were to watch it now, it'd probably be like watching One Tree Hill or whatever, you know? Like, it'd be like that.
Like, kind of cheesy, but
Yeah,
whatever.
Yeah. But
Yeah.
when I watched it then, I was like,
It's just
fucking
your jam.
in.
Yeah.
Sold. 100%.
Everybody loves it.
Yeah.
Everybody loves it.
It was
But
great.
I didn't realize that was because it's the name of a club at Yale. Is that what the whole story's based off of? Like this Yale singing club?
I don't know if it's just Yale, but isn't it like everywhere?
Oh, I have no idea. I
Like,
don't
that's
know.
just like,
This is the first time I'm ever seeing it in real life. I'm very not cultured
Oh.
in anything.
I thought that's just what they called them. Like, that's the Glee Club. I don't know.
Really?
Yeah.
Not like the choir?
I mean, that's also another one. That's what we call it
I've
on
never-
the West Coast.
Listen, I grew up singing in choir all the time, and I've never heard it called Glee Club. Anyway,
I don't know.
but I learned something new today. Anyway, so she was a part of that club, right? And she also had a band that was called like fucking Blueberry Mashers or something. I don't know. It was a weird ass name, but they ended up studying abroad in Europe. And
Could
they,
it have been the Blueberry Bangers?
I don't know. No, I'm pretty sure it wasn't the Bangers.
Because listen, missed opportunities.
Missed opportunities, honestly. No, I don't remember what it was called and I didn't write it down, but I guess they were doing really good and they like toured Europe.
Oh, okay.
Now, I don't know if it was like officially or, you know, I don't, it
Unofficially,
just
they went to
sounds-
dive bars and just sang in the corner.
Yeah, and they were like, wow, you toured Europe. That's what I consider touring.
Uh-huh, same.
But she had solos and shit like that. Like she was living her dream
Okay,
and
good
doing
for her.
really well. And as the distance, you know,
Mm-hmm.
did not make the heart grow fonder between her and Richard, she eventually started to realize, like, hey, I think I want to date other men. She's also young. you
She's
know?
young, and
Yeah.
also there's other dudes at college.
Sure.
Like, that one went away, but also he was kind of real fast and you
Yeah,
know.
yeah. Like, he just sang with me,
Mhm.
and I picked him because he was the first one to sing with me.
Yeah, a lot of people sing with you.
Mm-hmm. Especially if you're good at it, I guess. So she started to realize, like, you know, I don't think I want to be in this relationship forever. And Richard, meanwhile, is like writing her letters, like, I'm so depressed without you. I love you so much. You're the light of my life. And she just was like, I'm not going to write him back.
She gonna ghost him?
She was ghosting him. And it's like the 70s, so it's not like it had
it's super
cell phones.
easy.
Yeah, super easy. You just don't reply back to the letter.
Oh yeah, I wasn't home when you called on my landline.
Yeah, exactly. Like she
I don't
just
have an
avoided him.
answering machine yet.
Yeah. So for 6 weeks, she just ghosted his ass. During this whole time, also, Richard kept thinking, like, he was being tortured. Like, she's not replying back to me. And he wasn't thinking, like, oh, no, something's wrong. He was thinking, like, oh, she's for sure fallen in love with another guy. She's probably having sex with another guy. And it was, like, eating him away.
Oh, God.
Yeah, exactly. And then finally, on July 1st of 1977, so they had been dating for, like, 4 years or something.
Jeez, that's actually a long time.
Yeah. Maybe not 4 years. I don't want to do the math. Anyway, they had been dating for some time. And on July 1st of that year, he finally gets a letter from Bonnie. And in that letter, she says basically, like, I am seeing another man here in Europe, and I'm confused. Like, I don't think I'm in love with you anymore. I don't know what I want out of life. Like, I really need to think on this. And Richard is just absolutely devastated.
Oh, God.
But then also he's, like, super jealous of this other man because, like, Bonnie was his everything.
Mm-hmm.
And he's furious at the possibility that, like, somebody might be having sex with Bonnie. So on July 2nd, Richard decides that he's going to fly to New York because he knew that Bonnie would be returning home from Europe.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah, like, oh, and now mind you, he just got the letter the day before on July 1st. So he's like,
he's
you know,
going to ambush her?
he's fucking going to ambush
Fucking
her.
same-day flight?
Mm-hmm.
That's expensive.
Mm-hmm. And he wanted a face-to-face conversation about the breakup.
Oh, my God.
Now, I don't know if Bonnie knew about it or if when Bonnie got home, she saw him there and was like, okay, yeah, let's talk about it. I don't
Yeah.
really know that whole scenario, but
what was the 70s? Could have met her in the goddamn airport.
honestly, could have fucking walked on the tarmac with her.
Yeah. Like, bring Bonnie out.
I have a question for one of your passengers named Bonnie. Okay, so anyway, when he comes out to visit, Bonnie's parents let him stay the night at their house because they don't know that anything's going on.
Yeah.
They think everything's fine in the relationship.
Ooh, that's scary.
Mm-hmm. You know, Bonnie meets up with him, whatever. They're at her parents' house, and she's kind of like, yeah, you know, I really am just confused about what I want to do with my life. He stays for a couple days, and at one point they have intercourse, and he starts to get, like, sparks of hope, you know, like, oh, maybe everything's going to be fine. But then on July 6th, 1977, Bonnie finally says, hey, look, it's been real, but you got to go. Like, I'm done. I think I really know that I don't want to be together anymore. And she officially breaks it off with Richard.
Okay.
Richard's still staying the night at her house. And at first he's like, you know, obviously heartbroken, whatever. But they eventually become friendly again over a couple hours, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
They're like being amicable to each other and still hanging out, basically. And that night she's like, oh, I'm going to go to bed. And she's in her room and he's hanging out with her in her room. And he's like, okay, cool. I'm going to read a book. Now, I don't know this. I'm just going to say it. She takes off her clothes and goes to bed like fully naked, which I'm like, if you don't want to be with that guy, why? Not victim blaming or anything, because obviously she's about to be a victim, but weird. Okay.
Yeah.
And he's like, I'm just going to continue to lay here with you and read a book while you go to sleep.
Okay, I have thoughts on that. Because if you're with someone for 4 years,
Oh, okay. Yeah.
like, you might be comfortable with them, blah, blah, blah. And, like, that's just how I sleep. So I'm going to sleep like this. And you're staying here. And I'm very comfortable with you, obviously. But nothing's going to happen. So I'm sure that they slept, like, in the same bed as each other at some point and didn't have sex, you know?
Yeah, that's
and
true.
she just slept nude. That's how she slept, right? That's what I'm guessing it is.
Yeah, that's a good point.
But also, I do see your point on, like, if I had just broken up with someone and they're like, man, I'm really heartbroken, I wouldn't be like, anyway, here's my titties. Like,
Yeah.
this is what you're missing.
See this hole here?
Yeah.
Can't touch it.
Can't touch it. Anyway, enjoy your book, nerd.
Lays
Yeah.
there. I'm just going to be laying here.
Yeah. So I understand where you're coming from, but also maybe she was, like, super comfortable.
could be.
And just like, this is how I sleep.
Yeah.
Why would I change it?
Or maybe she was like trying to get him out of the room. Like, okay, I'm going to go to bed. And he
That's
didn't.
never once in the history of ever
worked.
gotten a man out of a room.
That's why I'm like, damn, girl, what were you thinking?
Yeah.
I don't even want to show a little shoulder collarbone if I'm trying to fucking go to
Yeah,
sleep.
you just
I'm
want to
like,
go to
to
bed.
the neck. Nobody look at me. I'm going to go to bed.
I actually sleep in my jeans now.
Yeah, I sleep fully clothed.
Yeah, I
Don't even look at me.
find it easier to wake up in the morning and just roll out of bed and get ready to go.
Please don't touch me. I'm trying to sleep. That reminds me, and I need to tell Lee this. because he doesn't even know it. But he has night terrors. And last night.
He knows that.
Yeah, he knows that. But last night, I was like fucking wired from recording
Coffee.
and everything. And he was sleeping. And it's always at the beginning of his sleep that this shit happens. And he like reached over and put his hand on my butt because I was like turned away from him. He put his hand on my butt and I was like, don't fucking touch me. Like, I'm trying to fucking chill, you know? Like, but
You're
whatever.
Like, oh no, don't move.
Yeah, exactly. And then he fucking like in my butt cheeks, like around, and then he was like mushing them and grabbing them. And I went like, hey, and I like threw his hand off. And he was sitting kind of up in the bed and looking at me. He's like, what? Like hands up, like he got busted. And I was like, I started laughing. I'm like, you're dreaming. And he's like, no, I wasn't. Like he was denying it. And then I was just like, yeah, you were.
Well,
because he's
if
not
you
awake
weren't,
yet.
it's fucking weird.
Yeah, but he's not awake yet. Like, I know he's not awake.
Yeah.
And then he just went back to sleep. I need to remember to tell him that,
Oh my
though.
God, that's
but he just
really
fucking
funny.
like my
It's like a
butthole.
fish up a stream.
Yeah, in between my butt cheeks and made him flop around and then grabbed him a bunch. And I was like, I'm trying to fucking TikTok. Like, what are you doing?
I'm trying to. I can't concentrate.
Not with you fucking flopping around back there.
Oh my God, that's so funny.
What if he's like, yeah, I know you were awake. Like, I just wanted to touch your butt. I'm going to have a talk with that man. Like, okay, well, come about it differently.
You
Because that was not a caress.
can't just shove it up there,
That was
man.
violent slapping. Okay. So anyway, Bonnie's laying in bed naked, about to go to sleep. Richard's laying next to her reading a book.
Okay.
As he's laying there and she's falling asleep, all sound and comfy and cozy, Richard starts to get really mad because he's like, I'm never going to have sex with her again. Other men are going to have sex with her. Like, this is mine. She's mine. And now she's not mine anymore.
That's not good.
So if I can't have her, nobody can. So she's got to die.
And he's in her parents' house.
In her parents' house, and Bonnie's sleeping, full trust next to him.
Oh my God,
butt-ass
how
naked.
scary.
Yeah, and so he starts looking around the room, and he finds some nylon stockings. And then he's like, that's probably a bad idea, because if I try to strangle her, it might make a lot of noise, and then her parents will find out. Like, I'm not going to do that.
What is a more quiet way?
I don't know, but homie gets up and starts walking around the house trying to find a weapon, and then he goes downstairs into a closet and finds a hammer, and he's like, perfect weapon.
That won't make any noise.
That seems way worse.
It sounds so loud.
Can you imagine the sound?
No, stop
Yeah,
it. I don't
yeah,
want to.
Yeah, you said it.
Well,
So-
listen.
Okay.
He's the one that said that sounds like it'd be loud.
Yeah.
A quiet strangulation?
Yeah, yeah.
I
So-
don't know if they're quiet. I
I
assume they're
can't
not
imagine
either.
shit getting knocked over.
I feel like if someone's dying, it's going to be loud. There's
Yeah,
going to be noise.
if you don't want to die. Yeah.
Yeah.
So he goes downstairs in the closet, finds a hammer. He wraps it up in a yellow towel, just to share some fucking minor details that don't matter.
I don't like where this is going.
And then he tucks it in the hallway outside of Bonnie's door.
Okay.
And then he goes back inside of the room very quietly to make sure that Bonnie's asleep. And then
The suspense.
And then once he realized that she's still sleeping, he went back out into the hallway and he grabbed the hammer and he went back into her room and then he attacked her with the claw end of the hammer while she slept.
Oh, what the fuck?
He hit her once in the head and her body jerked and like blood splattered everywhere. And he started to notice blood coming out of her ear. And then he hit her again and she started making weird gurgling sounds and her eyes like rolled back into her head.
Oh, what the fuck, Stacy?
And then he says he can't remember, but he thinks he hit her at least 3 times with the hammer. And then he was worried because he's like, this is loud. I'm pretty sure like her parents are going to hear. So he drops the hammer next to her on the bed and starts to strangle her with his bare hands.
What the fuck, man?
But he's too weak to do it and he can't.
What a little bitch.
Yeah. And then he starts to freak the fuck out because he's like, wow, this is a really bad idea and everything was really loud and her parents are going to come in here any minute. And so he runs out of the house and on the way out, he grabs the keys to the family car and he steals the car and he drives away. What? Okay. So now he's driving away and he's driving all frantically and crazy. And he's like, I'm going to go up to a mountain and I'm going to drive off a mountain to commit suicide. Or I'm going to go drive into a gas station and just fucking fiery blaze. I don't know. He's planning his demise.
Yeah.
But what ends up happening is he drives around for hours. P.S. Bonnie's parents didn't hear shit. They're still asleep. They have no idea that their daughter is mangled
Oh my god.
in her bed. And so he drives around for a couple hours. He ends up 100 miles outside of Scarsdale. I'm going to tell you where. In Coxsackie, New York. We're
That's
so
a
dumb.
stupid fucking
We are
name
so
for it
dumb.
down.
It's Coxsackie. What the fuck? This looks like a cocksackie to me. You mean a ball sack? Like what?
What if there's like a pond or something that just looks like a solid ball sack and they're like, cocksack.
It is Cox with an X though, so at least that, you know?
At least.
Okay, so he is in Coxsackie and he's driving around and he runs out of gas in front of a church.
That's some divine intervention.
Some divine intervention. So homie's like, you know what I need to do? I need to go confess my sins. So he hops out of the car. Mind you, he has no clothes on but pants. Like he has pants.
Oh, okay.
And he's got blood all over him and he doesn't have shoes on. Like this was the middle of the fucking night. And he's got blood all over him. He knocks on the door. The fucking priest answers or whatever. And he's like, I need to confess my sins. I murdered my girlfriend. And the priest was like, I'm pretty sure this guy's on drugs. And he's just like hallucinating. But he still calls 911.
That's good.
Yeah. So 911 comes and they're like, what the fuck is going on here? And
Did he let him into the church to like hear his confession?
I'm sure.
Because I'd still be like, tell me everything.
He's like, you have to come into the booth for it to be
Real.
Yeah.
and then
Otherwise,
I'd be
God
like,
doesn't listen.
I gotta go pee real quick though, because this feels like it's gonna take a minute.
Yeah,
and then
and
I'd
it's
call the
like
cops in the
4
bathroom.
a.m.
Yeah. I just woke up.
Yeah, exactly.
Sanctuary. That's what I think of anytime someone goes into church at night.
You're so weird. What is that from?
I don't know.
Oh, okay. Is it?
It's from something, I'm sure, but I have no idea. It's just been playing in my head for the past 30 years.
Is that all? Okay, so he's in confessing his sins. The police come. They're like, oh, shit. And they call, like, this might be real. So they call the police over in fucking Scarsdale. And they're like, hey, you're going to want to go check out on Bonnie because evidently homie killed her or some shit. So they go and they knock on the door. It's really early in the morning still. Like, nobody is awake in the house.
Yeah.
So the police knock on the door and they're like, hey, we have a report that like Bonnie was attacked or something. And her mom was like, she's sleeping upstairs. And they're like, yeah, evidently she was like attacked in her room. And her mom fucking lost her shit and like went running up the stairs screaming for Bonnie. And she rips the door open and Bonnie's laying in bed still, totally mangled with the hammer laying right next to her head. And she's fucking gurgling. She's still alive.
Hours later?
Hours. And there was a hole in her head. He hit her in the temple over and over again, guys. And he hit her with the claw side, and he said that the hammer got stuck one time and he had to jiggle it loose. What?
What the fuck, Stacy?
Fuck! Oh my God. Okay, so obviously they're like, holy fucking shit, and they rush her to the hospital. Unfortunately, she only lived for 24 hours and then she died at the hospital because it was bad, guys.
Oh my
like he mangled her.
Oh, that's awful.
So obviously Richard was arrested. Yale's Catholic Church now, they got wind of Richard being arrested for Bonnie's murder and they got together a campaign on behalf of Richard and like his character and everything because they wanted to free him from jail while he awaited trial.
What?
Because it's culty as fuck.
Like not
he's a
one
Yale
of
student.
ours.
Yeah, not one of our Yale men. And they write all these letters to the judge, which must have been very impressive and persuasive because the judge let him out on bail
What?
while he awaited trial. Yeah.
What?
What? And he created an alias and continued to go to school while he waited for his trial date for the murder of his fucking
The
ex-girlfriend.
hammer murder.
A hammer murder. And he was just walking around. So, he eventually goes to trial, right? And the prosecution attempted to convict Richard of second-degree murder, but the defense built up this whole case that Richard was just this poor boy from the barrios of Los Angeles, and Bonnie was like this upper-class fancy girl, and that she just wanted to go sleep around, and she was so disrespectful because he was such a lower class than her, and fucking people bought it.
Who cares?
I know.
Who
it's
cares?
the 70s and it's a Yale dude. This
Who
chick went to
fucking
Yale.
cares?
Oh my God. I feel so bad for Bonnie's parents because her dad went to Yale and her dad was like, hey, fuckers, you're doing me wrong by
Yeah.
doing this guy right. Like he murdered my daughter and my daughter went to Yale also. Like
Yeah,
what the
we're
fuck are
all
you
fucking
doing?
Yale people.
Yeah, like I don't want to be a part of your fucking community. You guys suck. Yeah.
But also, it doesn't matter.
No, it doesn't.
Someone can make fun of you. Someone
Yeah.
can look down on you. Someone
Yeah.
can talk shit to you. You
and
still
also,
can't
she
fucking
wasn't
kill a
doing
person.
any of that. She was just like, I don't want to be with you anymore.
No, exactly.
Sounds rightfully so. Sounds like maybe he had some jealousy issues, I'm assuming and
Sounds
guessing
like-
here.
Yeah, sounds like maybe he's fucking asshole.
Yeah, sounds like maybe Bonnie had other fish in the sea that would have treated her nicer.
Oh my god.
So everybody, a lot of people were very horrified that, like, they're trying to paint Richard as the victim here. But it worked because he was only convicted of first-degree manslaughter instead, and he served 17 years in state prison.
Oh no.
Yeah. And he was released on January 12th, 1995, and everyone suspects that he got off on such a light sentence because of his connection with Yale University. Bonnie's murder is often referred to as the Yale murder because of all the ties and everything. And Bonnie's parents sued Richard in civil court, and they were awarded $40,000.
That's it?
Yeah. Yeah. I bet it's the 70s, so that's kind of a lot of money. But
That doesn't even cover a semester.
that's true. Yale.
Yeah.
I wonder if they had to pay for the rest of the semester.
You get fucking
You pay up front.
prorated or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, you pay up front.
Okay, so after his release, Richard moved to New Mexico where he got himself a job at a mental health foundation, and I'm sure he's living his best goddamn life.
Well, I
don't
hope
really
he
know anything
is fucking kind now.
Yeah, I hope he's like, wow,
Really fucked up back there.
that was wrong.
Yeah. Oh my god, how awful.
Poor Bonnie.
Poor Bonnie.
She's
Poor
just trying
Bonnie's
to
parents.
Sow her wild oats.
But it's not even her wild oats. She's just trying to be like, you know what? That one might not be the best suit for me, the best match for me. I'm going to see what else is around.
And she was like a singer and shit. What if she would have been like somebody huge? It doesn't matter, even if she's not huge. You can't fucking kill people. But
No,
like,
you can't fucking kill
God.
people. And she went to Yale. She was smart as fuck.
Yeah.
So what if she had made some fucking cancer-saving technologies?
Never fucking know. You're a real dick back there, Dick.
Real dick back there, Dick. Ooh, that fucking sucks.
Doesn't it? Anyway, if you want to check out pictures pertaining to my case, go to our social media. We're on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, and TikTok. Our handle is at ISGD Podcast. If you want to snail mail us, you can do that at isgdpodcast@gmail.com. Nope, that will be the fast mail. That will be like fucking cheetah mail if you want to do that. But if you want a snail mail, you could do that at
P.O. Box 2764, Spring Valley, California, 9197.
9. And just so you all know, we're in fucking Hawaii right now enjoying our best goddamn life. So I hope you're enjoying your best goddamn life too. Mm-hmm. We're not right now, but like by the time you hear this, we are.
Hey, Amy, hit us up.
What up, girl? Bye.
Bye.